Hi everyone. I wanted to quickly touch on something that I saw recently in the Olympics. So I was watching the USA men's bobsled team, and anybody that's seen what happened will know that they crashed out spectacularly. Now, I shouldn't laugh because it was quite dangerous in the end. But as you know, it's normally four men. This was a four-men bobsleigh team, and three of them could not jump into the sled. And right at the very beginning, as they're pushing it, first guy who's steering it jumped in, but the three behind just couldn't jump in and just ended up sprawled out on the track. But the sled kept going, so it left one guy in there, having to do the whole run on his own, which is a quite dangerous because you need the weight of the other three in there, and B, when it got to the point where you need to slow that thing down, he had to literally move himself from the front to the back in order to access the brakes, which were at the back. And watching him, be able to maneuver that, it looked effortlessly, but it must have been so difficult whilst the car is, traveling at quite a speed. He had to literally jump, position himself all the way back in order to access the brakes to stop the thing at the end. So credit to him, because that was quite courageous and quite dangerous. And then secondly, I was watching the men on the downhill ski. No, it wasn't the downhill ski run. It's the one where they're doing all the obstacles. They're on the skis, but they're doing all these obstacles on their way down, maneuvering all these obstacles. And he lost his ski. So he did the first part, he did the jump, his right ski flew off, and so he literally just had to land on his left one. Oh my, honestly, it was just outstanding the way he was able to control that. So he literally landed it on his left leg, and he celebrated on his as he was traveling. Once he landed, he celebrated, and then he had to do another jump, and he landed again on just one ski, and it was just outstanding. Honestly, I don't know how you. I suppose years and years of practice helps you to automatically know maybe what to do in that kind of situation. But the strength he must have had in his left leg to be able to just land on one leg was outrageous. And it just made me think about life. And when life is life in, and when life isn't going the way that you want it to go, how do we cope with that? What do we do with that? How do we cope and manage? And what are our skills to be able to be able to get back on track, literally. And I think that life is always going to come at you with curveballs and with things that are not how you planned and not what you want. And it's having those tools to be able to deal with that and to be able to cope with that. And for me, one of those is my faith and reaching back into the word, and my relationship with God, and being able to lean on Him when things are not going the way that I hope that they would go and that I would like them to go. So it's leaning back and trusting Him and hearing His word and having guidance from Him, so that when I do crash and burn, I'm not literally crashing and burning. I know I have peace that, look, He has everything worked out together for my good. Another thing is having the right support system, having the right people around you. I think it's so important to have the right set of friends, the right community, the right system around you to be able to support you when things don't go to plan and when things don't go the way that they should. I think that it's important who we have in our corner, because You don't want people that are going to make things even worse for you. You want people that can help you to see things maybe in a different way, with a different perspective, and maybe a way that you didn't see it. Maybe with also with more of a gratitude mindset, because the way that the skier celebrated when he landed that first land, it was just, it was funny to see, because you celebrated like he won or something, but he still had to continue the race. Like, he still had to continue with his jump. So sometimes, even though things may not go the way that we want to go, can we still celebrate in the midst of the storm, and celebrate the things that don't go well, because it takes us one step further to the thing that is going to lead us to the outcome that we want. Do you know what I mean? So failures are not always that bad. Sometimes they're there to teach us things, to show us that we're not going down the right path and that we need to move in a different direction. Um, and they may feel painful at the time, but they're ultimately there for our good, because it shows us that we are not on the right path and that we have to pivot elsewhere, you know? So, yeah, I think those two things maybe really look at kind of challenges in life. And you can say failures in a different way, because with the bobsleigh team, the fact that that guy had to do that whole race, there was nothing he could do to stop it. He had to just continue that whole race. They said he didn't know the track that well, but he maneuvered it brilliantly with not that much weight in the sled, and he was able to keep going. He was able to stay calm, and he was able to keep going regardless. Well, he had to, because he couldn't reach the brakes at the time, so he had to keep going. And I think that's a great analogy in life, isn't it, where, we have to keep going regardless. We have to keep going, and we have to find the way. We have to find the way. We have to find the path. We have to navigate the twists and turns of life the best way that we know how, because knowing that in the end it will all work together for our good in the end. So anyway, I just wanted to quickly share that, because it was just interesting watching those two situations happen, and how that can sometimes reflect life and where we are in life and how life is and how things turn out. So yeah, I wanted to just quickly share that with you. Leave me a comment down below and let me know if how you navigate things in life that don't go that great, and how you are able to, pivot and turn things around for your good when things are looking a little bit shaky. I would love to know. Leave me a comment down below.